The issue of out-of-school children is like a time bomb waiting to explode, as it will come back to haunt the society if it is not checked. This was the position of the Human Development Initiative's HDI at the sensitization program for community stakeholders on Universal Basic Education Project. Program Officer HDI Johnson Ibidakbo, who says the objective is to provide participants with knowledge of SUBEB 2018 Action Plan, explains that the scourge of school dropout is a collective responsibility.
It's a ticking time bomb. If as of today, the last available figure to us is 2017 figure quoted by UBE, 13.2 million, if not 13.5. So if we have 13.5 million children out of school, and today we have Boko Haram insurgency, we have Fulani herdsmen, we have bandits, we are just, unfortunately, we are preparing the next generation of terrorists. So it's either we do something about this or we all are sitting on a keg of gunpowder. And it's very important that people in this hall will take it seriously. We want people to actually take the responsibility of enrolling their children seriously. So if your own children go to school and your neighbor's children do not go to school, it's still coming back to affect you, because on the long run, your own children will be trained. After 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, those children that were not trained will come and rob you and your own children.
And as public schools get set to reopen, Ibidakbo feels that the emphasis should be on safety of the children in the long run. Meanwhile, participants at the training share some concerns that deserve government attention.
I have a lot of expectation from this school, because if you go around to the school, the primary school especially, most of the schools are not well tied. Most of the classroom has been spoiled, and the door of the classroom has been spoiled, and there's no end. They have not even, they mean that the government have not even ready, because most of the school has no benches, they have no lockers, and the door of the classroom, most of it has been spoiled.
The extent of this program is to synthesize the community, the ballets, the CSO, the youths, the SBMC and the PF of all the schools in Koshofai local government. They are telling them how important it is for all the children to be educated.
The program is very important because most parents in Nigeria doesn't know their rights and what could tell them their right, especially on education. Most parents believe if he has given birth to a child, he or she can do and undo.
COVID-19 is a big problem we have all on our hands, and there's no way we can shy away from that. But much as people are clamoring for schools reopening, the right things should be put in place before schools actually resume. We don't want to be like countries like United Kingdom that opened up, and before you know what is happening, you have to lock down again a second time. So I think this phased reopening is good. It gives and affords the government and teachers and pupils and even parents the opportunity to prepare adequately. So for me, I would say that the basic requirements for reopening, the guidelines should be followed to the letter. So parents will not just agitate that schools should reopen. Why are we reopening without the adequate preparation being put in place? So they should ensure that their children have face masks. They ensure that they don't just go to school and dump your children there. You should also ensure that they are, seated well. Do they have adequate furniture? Is there enough safe space? Distancing between and among children in school, because children, they will always play. So these things should be in place before our reopening actually takes place.
Participants in the program are drawn from stakeholders including school-based management committee, parent forums, community leaders, among others. Justin Akadonye, Galaxy News, Lagos.